tell us that he was a hero and they've had to share him with the world, and they will continue doing so. He was, of course, a very religious man, famous for teaching Sunday school at his hometown church, and some would say it was fitting because of this that he crossed over on a Sunday. He'll always be the small-town man who would teach the world to remember his name.
My name is Jimmy Carter, and I'm running for president.
Jimmy Carter was a Georgia peanut farmer who never forgot where he came from. He was a man of the soil and of the New South who took on Washington.
I say to you quite frankly that the time for racial discrimination is over.
His road to the White House began in the small town of Plains. He graduated from the Naval Academy after running the family business, and then public service came calling. By 1970, Jimmy Carter was elected Georgia's governor, but he was still so unknown across the country that when he appeared on the popular game show What's My Line, no one knew who he was.
Is this anything to do with the world of fashion?
No. 2 down, 8 to go down.
But come 1976, he was the Democratic nominee.
As a candidate, as a president, I'll never tell a lie.
After a White House that saw scandal from Richard Nixon and a controversial pardon from Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter was a new face that told voters it was time to turn the page.
ABC now projects Carter is the winner with 272 electoral votes.
And this farmer, James Earl Carter Jr., took the oath of office as Jimmy.
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
the
the office of President of the United States.
the office of President of the United States.
On Inauguration Day, he and First Lady Rosalind, his partner in all things, left their limo and walked the parade.
And this is more like it was in the old days.
He pushed for human rights and foreign policy. And one of his biggest achievements in the White House was the historic peace agreement between Israel and Egypt, which still stands today. But stateside, his presidency was a challenge. Rising inflation and gas lines as long as the eye can see, issues he tried to address in an infamous speech where he blamed some of the country's problems on the crisis of the spirit. A speech critics say helped spell the end of his success as a president.
It is a crisis that strikes at the very heart and soul and spirit of our national world.
After Iranian militants took hostages at the American embassy in Tehran, the president seemed powerless. An American rescue mission failed. Then, after 444 days, with Americans following every detail, the Iranians finally released the Americans. But it was on the day when Jimmy Carter left the White House. Our cameras